Some stories resist time. Stories whose origins are uncertain, but that pass through generations, always gaining new details and new victims. In a hill forgotten by time, where the city lights don't reach and the night seems darker than usual, there is a name no one dares to utter. A name full of pain and vengeance. The Mother of the Hill. They say she appears when night falls completely, that her shadow glides between the trees, and that those who dare doubt her existence are never the same. If you think it's just another legend to scare children, think again. Many years ago, when this hill was still a humble village, a woman lived there with her young son. No one knew exactly where she came from, but they said her beauty and piercing gaze were unmistakable. She was a loving mother, but the village avoided her. Whispers filled the corners, saying she dealt with things that weren't of this world. That her son, a boy with large eyes and a constantly frightened expression, carried a dark secret. The rumors grew, and fear turned into hatred. On a full moon night, the men of the village decided to put an end to the mystery. They armed themselves with torches and invaded the woman's house, convinced that she practiced witchcraft. She begged for mercy, holding her son in her arms, trying to protect him. But no one listened to her cries. The house was set on fire, and the woman, still holding her son, was dragged to the top of the hill. The villagers decided to burn everything, erasing any trace of that story. But when the fire died down, the bodies had vanished. Nothing remained. No bones, no ashes, only the silence of the night, and the beginning of a curse. The people tried to move on, but it didn't take long for the village to begin changing. Children woke up in the middle of the night, crying and pointing at the window. They said they saw a woman standing outside, watching. Animals began to disappear. Dogs, cats, chickens, all vanishing without a trace. Then a boy disappeared, and then another. Always at the same time of year. Always when the full moon lit up the hill. That's when her name first emerged. The Mother of the Hill. They said she had returned, searching for the son they took from her. Over time, the village was abandoned. The houses were swallowed by the forest. But the hill remained. And the legend, too. Today, those who venture along those trails hear chilling stories. Hikers swear they've seen a female shadow among the trees, her eyes glowing in the dark. Others say that if you climb to the top of the hill and call for her son 3 times, she appears behind you. And when you turn around, it's too late. Few believe this story, but those who challenged it were never the same. A group of young people decided to prove it was all nonsense. They climbed the hill on a full moon night, carrying flashlights and phones to record everything. They laughed at the legend. They shouted for the son of the Mother of the Hill. And that's when everything started to go wrong. The flashlights flickered. The wind stopped. And in the absolute silence, a female voice whispered, "Did you see him?" No one had the courage to answer. But one of the young people, the only one who managed to return, says that before passing out, he felt a cold hand grip his arm. And when he woke up, he found 3 fine marks on his skin, like fingernails. No one ever saw the others again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this story with someone you think is brave enough to listen to it until the end. Just like the legend of the Mother of the Hill, this mystery needs to continue being told. We'll see you in the next video, if you have the courage.